What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all been? It's been a little bit, couple days. You know, I hate this time of the year because the allergies fucks me up every time without fail. So, was laying low for a little bit, feeling better. So, I'm here now. You know, try to get this review done for TNA's Rebellion. Real quick, just got to do a shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers from Rumble. Apparently, I'm at 415 here on YouTube. Thank you. Whoever subscribed over the past couple of days, thank you so very much. Right, 116 on Rumble. You know what's crazy? It's crazy when I get more views on Rumble than I do on YouTube. In certain videos, like that's insane. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But it is what it is. Right? Nonetheless, thank you guys. Right, but without further ado, let's get into it. I'm not going to run down all the matches. I'm just going to talk about just the matches in general and Rebellion as a whole. Right? So start off the pre-show. They had O'Shea Jackson Jr. Big ups to him. That's Ice Cube's son. If you didn't know. If you didn't know, now you do. All right. I've seen people, you know, watching the YouTube chat for the pre-show for TNA's Rebellion. It answered my question as to whose fan base is worse, AEW's or WWE's. By far, without a shadow of a doubt, it's AEW because they're all in that chat, fucking dick riding AEW. Like nobody's checking for fucking comments promotion. This is TNA. Talking about, oh, it's only, 6,000 people in here? Well, AEW, we have 100K. Like, no, you don't. No, that's fake news. I refuse to believe it. Bullshit. And even if it's true, who gives a fuck? This is TNA. Like, I'm sure there's WWE fans that do the same shit, but all I see in that YouTube chat were fucking AEW chodes talking about swearing up and down that AEW is fucking leaps and bounds better than TNA. They're the best promotion around. Tony Khan is the best booker of all time. Nobody cares. I hate to break it to you. Actually, I don't. Nobody cares. Alright, we're here for TNA because we're TNA fans. You know, if I want to talk about AEW, I'll talk about AEW when fucking Dynamite's on. Or Collision. Or one of their long ass pay-per-views. It just comes off as insecure to me. But I digress. I just had to talk about that goofy behavior that I've seen. And speaking of goofy, you know, they got Dave LaGreca on there, you know, on the panel as well. And I seen The Rock had to check this dude. Hey, don't work yourself into a shoot, brother. Right? It ain't that serious. Guess he was ranting and raving that his favorite cuck, Cody Chose, is no longer champion. And thank the high heavens for that. Fuck Cody Rhodes. But enough of that, we're going to move on to the first match in the pre-show. We got Fatal Influencer going up against Rosemary and Team Zaya. We got Zaya Brookside and Langley Lee, formerly known as Zaya Lee. I like this match, good way to start the pre-show. Unfortunately, Team Zaya lost. Why? Can you see the look on Rosemary's face? It tells you all you need to know. He's like, basically, Rosemary has set up the alley-oop for Zaya. You know, it was right there. Perfect pass. All she had to do was just lay it in there. Bam, you would have won. But she stopped mid-oop. She says, no, I don't want to use a brass knucks. And because of that, she lost. She fumbled and caused her team the win. So I don't blame Rosemary for looking at her and feeling the way that she does. We then have an open challenge with Elijah. Who is going to tangle with Elijah? Come to find out, it's Mr. Shane Hayes from the Mighty Don't Kneel. And apparently he's been to TNA before during the Impact days, which I don't remember that. Like, I don't remember Shane Hayes ever being in TNA. But, hey, more you know, right? Decent match. You know, I like Shane Hayes. Think he's a decent talent. You know what I mean? Like, he's someone you put the mid-card belt on, like the Intercontinental belt, or, you know, here in TNA, like the X Division belt. You know what I mean? Something like that. They had a good match. Elijah won with the Highwayman's Farewell, which is the jumping Tombstone pile driver. 1, 2, 3. Elijah goes over. Then we get the main card. We start off with the Ultimate X match. We got Matt Cardona, you got Casey Navarro, you got the youngest in charge, Leon Slater, you got El Hijo de Fakingo, you got Sidney Akeem, aka Reginald, aka Reggie from WWE, and you got the reigning, defending, undisputed X Division champion, the face of the franchise, Moose, defending his belt. And apparently Tommy Dreamer mentioned that Moose was afraid of heights. Alright, so this was interesting. At one point he tried to get Alicia Edwards to climb up and get the belt for him. He was like, please do it, please. That was fun. I like that. But the finish, they botched it. Like, I get what they were trying to go for, you know. Like, it isn't official until Leon's feet, both his feet hit the mat, and then he's the champion. They were trying to do a spear mid-air before Leon hits the mat, you know, and that would have been sick. The problem is, both his feet hit the mat. Right? So, technically, fucking Leon Slater is the youngest X Division champion of all time, but they retconned it, and they just kept the belt on Moose. You know, they said, fuck it. And the crowd was chanting bullshit. Alright? It was bullshit. I mean, you might just fucking get the belt to Leon Slater, but they're still teasing it. You know, I'm not sure when his birthday is, because his whole goal is to be champion before he turns 21. So I don't know exactly when that takes place, but hopefully he gets the job done. Alright, I like Leon Slater. He went crazy in that match, and fuck it, just give him the belt, man. Why not? You know what I mean? Let the young man, the young buck, fucking make history. Yeah, get me. Right? And real quick, that's what I point out, because I've always wondered this. No, because it's not the first time I've seen the French commentary team. You got the Timu Handsome Jack from Borderlands, and then you got the other dude who's like Gorilla Monsoon from Wish.com. I've always wondered, is the French commentary better than the English commentary? To anyone that listens to the French commentary, let me know, because I'm curious. And then we get the next match, the Fatal 4-Way, to determine who's going to be the next TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. You got Chemical X, you got Spitfire, you got Metaphor, and you got the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Ash and Heather by Elegance. Love this match. A lot of eye candy out there, and Heather, her cheeks were all the way out. I said, damn. I like it. You know, don't show this to Mickey James. I like the match. I had Gigi and Tatum winning because they lost to Liv and Raquel on NXT, so I figured, well, maybe they're going to win here. Nope. Nope. So neither does fucking Metaphor or Chemical X win. You know, I forgot all about Maggie Lee. I was like, ah, shit. Right, yeah. Fucking Ash and Heather retain their belts. I'm not mad at it, but I really wanted to see either Metaphor or Chemical X win some fucking belts. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Alright. So we move on to the next match, 6-man tag team match. You got Trust the System, and they're going up against Degenerate X. You got Austin Gunn the second. You got Trey Dog, and you got Triple Z, Zach of the Zachariah to the Zachary. And they brought out old Sean Waltman, you know, aka X-Pac, aka 6-Pac, aka 6, aka 123 Kid. Whatever you want to call him, you know, they came out to form Degenerate X. And of course they're going to go over. Like, come on, man. Think Sean's going to get involved and lose? You know, Triple H was not going to let that happen. Alright, so Sean even got involved, did the kicks that he's always known for. Still looks good out there. Like, he can still wrestle. I mean, he's always been a good worker. But Degenerate X goes over, and, you know, they do the whole suck it, like it's fucking 98 again. And I'm just like, But moving on to the match of the night, Falls Count Anywhere. You got an Ali we trust, the greatest politician of all time, the president we all need, and Mustafa Ali. He's going up against my nigga Mike Santana, everybody's favorite on this channel. And I say that because there's a lot of you that don't buy into what Mike Santana is putting out. And I get it, you know. You think he's one-dimensional. It's like, yeah, we get it. Like, you're from the boogie down Bronx, came up from the streets. Cool. What else? I get that, you know, but I like Santana. And these two are easily having the best feud here in TNA. Not even close. And at this point, you got Santana. He took down the system single-handedly. He took down the presidential cabinet single-handedly. Took out the Great Hands. Took out Tasha Steelz. Whooped Mustafa Ali's ass. And he got the job done. He won the match. You know, but I'm like, I wanted Ali to go over because he's my favorite heel right now in wrestling. It is what it is. But with Santana, it's like, how much longer are you going to keep him away from chasing after the world title? Because at this point, he went through and mollywopped 2 stables by himself. At some point, he has to be #1 contender. You know what I mean? But moving on to the next match, and I fucked up the order, but it doesn't matter, right? It's for the international belt. You have Eric Young, the leader of the Northern Armory. He's challenging the reigning, defending, undisputed international champion Steve Macklin. Another good match, you know, and to my surprise, Macklin won. He retained the belt. I thought for sure, I'm like, they're going to give it to Macklin. You know, he'd be the inaugural champion, but they're going to give it to Eric Young to hold on to it for a bit. To my surprise, Macklin went over. Like, my predictions for the show was like 3-7. Terrible. That's usually the case for TNA. Like, AEW's too fucking easy. WWE, predictable as shit. But TNA, they always get me. They always fucking get me, man. I can appreciate that, you know. But yeah, Macklin retains. You know, he gets his ass choked out after the fact. So they're going to continue the feud between Macklin and Eric Young. The next match is for the TNA Knockouts title. You got the Chin. The Chin says, know your damn bro. Know your role. Tessa Blanchard going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Knockouts champion, Mother Russia, Moshe Slamovic. Right, and this was a good match as well. Right, people want to shit on Tessa Blanchard all they want, but she can work. Right, I can never take that away from her. She can work. But these fans, they're not gonna let her beat those allegations, chanting she's a racist. She's a racist out there in LA. And apparently, you know, she made amends with La Rosa Negra, you know, a couple years ago or some shit. Like, they're on good terms. Now, I don't know what the fuck happened over there in Japan with who was it, Maki Ito? I don't know what the fuck happened there. You know what I mean? But apparently with Rosa and her, they're good. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I really don't care. I've been saying that, man. Like, I'm indifferent, man. Like, I don't really give a shit about Tessa Blanchard as it is. She was never one of my favorites in TNA, but she did business. She put over Masha, tapped out. Now Masha had like this armbar basically, and she tapped out. I said, "Oh shit!" That's crazy. I was not expecting that. So yeah, I tip the hat. I give the nod to Tessa for doing business, putting over Masha. Are these two going to run it back? Probably not. I mean, she beat her clean. She fucking tapped out. Like, where can you go from there? You know, where does Tessa go? Who's going to come after Masha next? It remains to be seen, but both ladies went out there, did their thing, put on a good match. So big ups to both of them. All right, moving on to the next match. It's for the TNA Tag Team titles. You got the Nemeth brothers, got Nick Nemeth and Nick Nemeth's brother. They're going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys. Right, and I seen that compound match, and I get a chance to review it, because more than likely, I wouldn't be able to upload footage from it anyway, because Anthem, they'll fucking be on my ass to take that down in a heartbeat. But it was crazy. Like, all those fucking compound matches were crazy. But my favorite spot in the match, real quick, it was with Nick Nemeth's brother and one of the kiddos. I don't know any of his kids' names. I think one's named Wolfgang, but I don't know. The oldest son, I believe. He was like, "What do you call cheese that's not yours?" And then Ryan was like, "I don't know. Nacho cheese." I like stupid shit like that. Like, not stupid for the sake of being stupid, but it's funny. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like, that was funny. I like it. But yeah, that match was crazy. And I already knew, as far as this match, the Nemeth brothers were going to get their moment. They had their whole family, their family reunion out there in the crowd. Their fucking aunts, uncles, fucking nieces and nephews. They're all out there to support. As we have the new TNA Tag Team Champions, the Nemeth brothers. So Ryan finally got his wish to be a tag team champions with my big brother, Nick Nemeth. And that leads us to the main event.
Well, it looks like the fight's already started. It's time for the main event.
For the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, you got, it's not confidence, it's all ego, Ethan Page. You got the king of TNA, King Cass, Killer Cass, aka Frankie Kazarian. And you got the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I believe in Joe Hendry. Dun, dun. Now I'm cueing the sad music because it hurts my soul to see Frankie Kazarian lose his opportunity to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, because this is it for him. You know what I mean? Like, he had that card shot trophy for fucking months, finally calls his shot, and he misses. Damn. Like, I really wanted him to win. He didn't, but at least he didn't take the pin. Ethan Page did. So, I mean, maybe he could run with it. Be like, you pinned Page. You didn't pin me. I want another shot at that TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That belt is going to come home to the king. But that's not going to happen, because guess who shows up? And no, it wasn't Orton who pinned the TNA World Heavyweight Champion clean as a whistle at WrestleMania 41 to announce his shot, going for his 15th title. It wasn't Orton. Nah, it's Mr. Whoop That Trick. Whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I like it. Oh yeah, man. Mr. Trick Williams here in TNA, right? Lays out Joe Hendry. He got mad because Joe called him a whiny bitch. Stop your bitching. Nobody gives a fuck. So he took that to heart and came out and handled business. And that's pretty much it for Rebellion. I thought overall it was a good pay-per-view, I'd say. Oh, and before I forget, Indy Hartwell is now going to be a knockout here in TNA. So, big ups to her. I've always liked Indy Hartwell. So hopefully, she goes on a tear. She's a former NXT Women's World Champion, albeit not for long, but just hopefully she just proves the haters wrong, that she can wrestle, because man, did she get fucking clowned on the main roster. And it's not her fault, they didn't fucking use her. She had a couple of sporadic appearances for Candice LeRae. Next thing you know, her ass was released. Shit happens, but I'm rooting for Indy here in TNA. And in the back of my mind, while I'm watching this shit, I'm waiting for that announcement, that official announcement, WWE's acquisition of Total Nonstop Action TNA Wrestling. I'm waiting for it, man. It's right there. It's like right around the corner, man. The writing's on the wall. It's only a matter of time, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be a sad day. Right. And when that day comes, I'll do a tribute to the good old days of TNA. Alright? But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I want to hear from you guys. How you guys feel about TNA Rebellion? It was a good pay-per-view, a bad pay-per-view, mid pay-per-view. What was their favorite match and all that good shit? Alright? To those who go out their way and like my videos and comment, thank you so very much. To those that want to dislike it, you know, like that one hammer nigger that disliked my Unbreakable review for some fucking reason, keep doing you, man. More power to you. But it's all the same to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys, regardless. Right, as far as the next video, probably NXT. Try to knock that out real quick. I'm gonna try to finish watching WrestleMania 41 because there's a bunch of shit I want to talk about as it pertains to WrestleMania 41 and all the fucking drama that's been going on like the past like couple weeks. Stardom's Grand Queendom. I'm gonna try to sit down and watch that shit this week and review that as well. And yeah, there's a bunch of shit too. NWA, Evolve, I gotta get caught up on. Let's fucking go. I'll drop episode 3 here in a little bit, probably today. I'll try to drop 4, maybe tomorrow. Get caught up on that. You know, there's a bunch of shit I gotta do. Never a shortage of content on this channel. Alright? But wasting off you guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you and yours, love one, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. But most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here, and until next time, adios.